Sheena, and I'm back with another video. So this video, I am going to be talking about a sensitive topic here, something that I actually recently found out, and I want to share it with you ladies because, you know, I'm not just here to share just the good part or the good side of plastic surgery. I also want to talk about the other side of plastic surgery that you may not hear a lot of people talking about. So before I get started, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying so hard to get to 1K subscribers. So if you would help a girl out and hit that subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified of when I am uploading videos, okay? I really appreciate that. And also make sure you share this video with others. All right, so let's get started. All right, so recently I found out that my doctor, Dr. Hakkaman, actually had 2 deaths right behind each other. Now, it's not uncommon for doctors to have death when it comes to plastic surgery. We all know that there's a risk, whether it comes from the doctor being negligent, or if maybe the doll didn't disclose a full complete medical history. You know, anything can happen when it comes to surgery. Surgery is a risk. Going under anesthesia, being put to sleep, that's a risk. You know, it's a risk that we take in order to get the body that we want, the look that we want. You know, we should all know this by now. If we go under the knife, there's a risk that we may not wake up. That's just the sad reality of it. Unless they're a doctor that had like multiple deaths back to back, I already know that there's a possibility that the doctor has had, unfortunately, they have had a death. Okay, so when it came to Dr. Hakkaman, when I looked her up, I didn't see her associated with a bunch of deaths, so that's why I trusted her. Okay, but recently I came across a video from a consultant who used to work with her. She apparently did a live some months back. I didn't watch the live because I'm actually following this consultant. I've been following this consultant for years, okay? But I missed that live. I did notice that she stopped working with Dr. Hakkaman, and a lot of y'all probably already know who I'm talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but I cannot name names, okay? But she was working with Dr. Hakkaman. She was referring a lot of her people that was coming to her. She was referring them to Dr. Hakkaman to get body polymers removed. That's those are the basically butt shots. And so she was referring her clients to Dr. Hakkaman to have the butt shots removed. And I noticed after a while, I noticed that she wasn't working with her anymore. And, I didn't question it or anything because it's not any of my business. But I did wonder why she wasn't working with her. But I never heard anything about it until I came across, I'm in the surgery group. That's why I tell y'all, get in the surgery community. You're going to find out all the tea on your doctors, okay? I was in a surgery group, and I came across someone recorded the live. So Hakkaman had a death where her technician punctured a girl's lung doing the Lipobbl. And then there was another incident where a doll died getting the Lipobbl. And so that's why she said she wasn't referring anybody to Dr. Hakkaman for Lipobbl, just to do the polypolymer. I hope I'm saying that word correctly, but I think it's called polymers, okay? So that's what she was just recommending people to her for that. But overall, I really think that Dr. Hakkaman is a talented doctor. I mean, she did a great job with my body. The only issue that I had when I had the mishap with my breast, which I don't think it was her fault. I really don't. I think it's just one of those risks that happens when you're getting breast lifts. I do feel like she could have been more attentive to me though, by instead of referring me to her nurses, actually reaching out to me herself, you know. That was just the only thing about that. Other than that, I think that I feel like she's a really good doctor. I would not let this don't let this deter you. If you've heard this information out there about her, you know, don't let it deter you. Go with your intuition. You really do have to go with your intuition when it comes to just picking a doctor. You have to go with your gut. And, you know, she may not be the right doctor for you. You know, I see a lot of dolls, they jump on the bandwagon when it comes to doctors. Like, they only go to this particular doctor because they're hot at the moment. You know, don't do that. I don't follow anybody. You know, I go with what I feel like. Is best for me. I do what's best for me. I choose the doctors based on my body type, based on their history, their credentials, all those things. So don't get afraid when you hear that a doctor has had deaths, because honestly, that's just a risk when it comes to surgery. Now, if it's a doctor that is constantly having deaths back to back, then yeah, that could be a red flag, and you may want to look into that, you know. But y'all have to think about this. Think about this for a moment, okay? When it's a very popular doctor and they have all these patients lined up trying to go to them, and they're doing more than one surgery a day, it's a high chance that they're gonna have a death. Okay, it's because of the numbers. It's a numbers thing. We know Lipobbl is one of those surgeries that has a high risk of death. If you didn't know, I'm telling you now. Lipobbl, there's a high risk of death with that procedure because a lot of it is caused by embolisms, fat embolisms, where the fat travels to your lung when they liposuction the fat and they're trying to put it into your butt. The fat can actually travel into your lungs and it can kill you. That's why Lipobbl is a risky surgery anyway. So if you have a doctor that's doing plenty of these types of surgeries, and they're doing multiple surgeries on dolls a day, it's a high risk that there's going to be some death involved. Okay, so just know that you know, this should be like common sense. Honestly, I just see like people be fear mongering. Like, they just be like, oh my God, she had a death. Or, oh my God, this doctor had a death. Oh, let me change my doctor. Let me find, you know. But I mean, when it comes to a good surgeon, one that's seen a lot of patients, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have a death under them. So you're gonna be looking for a doctor forever if you're looking for a doctor that didn't have a death. If they didn't have a death, they probably didn't tell you about it, or they're just not a doctor that is semi-seasoned. Because I feel like seasoned doctors have had at least one death. That's just my opinion. Y'all could agree to disagree, but I mean, it's just a part of surgery. They've had a seasoned doctor has probably had at least one death. If not a death, they've had a infection or something like that. So it's just a part of surgery. Just know the only thing that you could do is just do as much research you can at background doctor, and make sure that you're as healthy as possible. So I'll be doing some more videos on how to get healthy for surgery, just how to get healthy overall. And I'll be doing some more skincare videos and things like that. But I just want you ladies to be informed, okay? Be informed. And I've been in this community since, like I said, around 2015, maybe 2014. I don't know. About 2014 through 2015, I've been in the surgery community, and I've seen a lot of stuff happen. Okay, I've seen a lot of tea being spilled. I've seen a lot of stuff go down. But what I can tell you is that when it comes to choosing a doctor, A lot of times the doctors that can give you the best results, they have had a death. So do not be scared by that. Just make sure that you are in the best health possible. Make sure that if you do have a health condition that you do let your doctors know. A lot of times dolls, they don't disclose all of the information, like their health information. They may have some type of disease or disorder, and they are so thirsty to get surgery that they don't let the doctor know, or they lie about it, and death ends up happening, or worse, like some type of complication. So you want to make sure that you disclose everything to your doctor. And if your doctor tells you that they don't feel comfortable if the doctor tells you they don't feel comfortable performing surgery on you, don't go to another doctor and ask for a second opinion, okay? Or if you do and the doctor tells you, I would be leery of that. Because I've actually seen that happen to someone, actually from my hometown. I'm not gonna say, because I don't know all the details behind her death, but I did hear that she was turned down by one doctor, and another doctor took her, and she ended up passing away because she wasn't cleared to have surgery anyway. So keep that in mind, and I don't want to sound insensitive when I talk about this. Death is a part of life. We all are gonna die one day. So I don't fear death. And that's probably why I have no problem going under the knife. But don't let that scare you. Just know that you just gotta know that if that is a risk, and it's associated with surgery. Okay, it's a sad truth. Not sad truth, but it's a hard truth. Sometimes it can be a hard pill to swallow, okay? Because so many women are afraid to get surgery because of death, but you just have to, like I said, you just got to do your research. Watch my videos, because I'm gonna do my best to help you. But y'all know I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I have had surgery before. I've been in the community a long time. I've seen a lot, so I can share with you what I know to help guide you on your course towards surgery and take a lot of that fear out of you, because you cannot go into surgery with the fear mindset. You know why? I strongly believe in the law of attraction. I strongly believe in vibrations, okay? And if you go into surgery afraid, fear, and you lay on that table, there's no telling what can happen. So you got to take the fear out of it. Know the risks that are associated with surgery. Know that death is a risk. It is one. But as long as you are picking a board certified plastic surgeon who is experienced in the type of procedure that you want, they may have had a death, but they haven't had a significant amount of deaths, and you are in the best shape, the best health possible, then you have no worries. Seriously, you have no worries. Also, your anesthesiologist, that's something else that a lot of people, whoever is doing your anesthesia, they're in control of your life too, because they're the one that's putting you under. So not only research the doctor, find out about the anesthesiologist that's going to be used. Find out what type of anesthesia is going to be done. You have the general anesthesia where they're just doing the IV, which I prefer. And then they have the epidural where they do the shot up your spine. Find out. That's important too. Find out who's doing that. Find out what you can about the anesthesiologist. If you can't find any information, ask your doctor. Talk to them before surgery, because you do get a chance to meet your anesthesiologist before you have surgery. I did with both my surgeries. I talked and met with my anesthesiologist, and I felt comfortable with them. If you at any time, it doesn't matter, before you go under, if you do not feel, if you get a feeling in the pit of your stomach that something isn't right, you need to just be like, okay, I'm not going through with it. And you know, it is what it is. Don't worry about who's gonna be mad or whatever. This is your life. So if you get a gut feeling that, oh, something's not right after you talk to the anesthesiologist, then go ahead and cancel the surgery and ask for your money back, or you know, because that's the thing. Like a lot of dolls, you know, they like, oh, I've lost my money, you know. So but that's just a rare case, you know. Just do your research beforehand, before paying your deposit, before paying your surgery, because some doctors don't want to give you a refund, and that I understand. So do as much research as possible before you go under. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, it's really, really, really important. I'm not just sitting up here talking. I'm telling y'all, because I do get girls in my inbox and they're like, has this doctor had any deaths? And I'm like, you know, unfortunately, yes. And then they're like, oh, well, I need to just find another doctor. Okay, well, the next doctor that you find, I'm sure they probably had deaths too, you know. So do your research, ladies, okay? And please, again, don't forget, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm on the road to 1K. I really, really want to get to 1K subscribers, just because I want to get monetized. Like, I love getting on here and I love sharing with you ladies, but I also want to get monetized as well, because that's just the goal that I have. So if you ladies will please help me by hitting that subscribe button, I would love that. I also would love for you to share my videos with others. And like I said, I will be back. I'll be doing some skincare, some more skincare anti-aging tips with you ladies. If that's something that y'all want to see, I'll definitely do that. And I'll be coming back and giving y'all some more tea on the surgery, okay? So yeah, my channel, like, I'm doing, oh, I also want to do some more wig reviews too. So like, this is a beauty channel, y'all. It's not just a surgery channel. I talk about all of that. I talk about surgery, I talk about skincare, I talk about wigs, makeup, because it's very, very important when you're on a level up journey to look your best. Not only you do have to do the inner work, yes, but my channel is mostly about the outward appearance, okay? But the inner work, you definitely got to do the inner work too, okay? Not gonna say that that's not a part of it, because you can't be walking around being a pig in a wig, okay? You can't walk around with this just ugly aura, ugly soul, you know, ugly inside. You can't walk around with this ugly inside, but you're looking fabulous on the outside. It just doesn't work like that. You gotta, it all goes together. But if you want the tea on how to look fabulous on the outside, how to glow up, then I want this to be the channel for you, okay? So I will see y'all on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.